Hey everybody, am I audible to everyone? Hello. Hey everyone.
Hey everyone.
Okay, perfect.
Hey everyone.
Okay, good evening everyone. So, finally, now I'm back over here and I'm starting the live stream from today. So, let's see what happens and let's have a look at the market. So, basically, what I was doing is I was, you know, doing something related to algorithmic trading and I was just the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 4500. Okay, let's just check. Open widget. Hmm. How to change this bitrate? Let me just check. Stream streaming. Okay, bitrate 5000. Let's just make it to 5000 and apply. Okay, I think it should be good now. Okay, let's have a look at the GBP JPY chart over here and let's just open the gold chart as well. Okay, so if we talk about GBP JPY, so I'm gonna just go to the monthly chart first and let's have a look at the monthly first and then we will go to the lower time frames from that. So from monthly we will be going to weekly, then from weekly we'll be going to daily and so on. So the monthly time frame, as we see, let me just close this. So if we talk about the monthly time frame, there is a support formed over here and after that the market is moving up, creating higher highs and higher lows. So it's a higher high and it's a higher low over here, and after that there is another high and there is another low. After that there is another high, and but after that, when this low was formed, let me just put a line over here. So when this low was formed, market went up again and it just this candle broken close below this area of support it formed earlier, and it just closed over here, and after that it made two candles. So one candle stayed bit below that area of 161.286, but the previous monthly candle it just broke and closed above this area of support over here. Right now the current month's candle, just 13 days has passed in the current month, and this candle has closed. Now this candle is coming all the way down, but we don't know whether it will be closing below this area of support or not because it's already running. So what we need to do and what the market is telling us right now is that it might just reject the lower prices over here, because the thing is, if we look on the left, we see these rejections over here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 candle rejections, and look at how big rejections these were, right? So from these rejections we can get an idea that we can get an idea that the current month candle might just reject these areas, the current area prices, and it might just retrace back and close above 161.281. So that means, in short, we are talking about that the market might go up, right? So but we don't know whether it will be going up from the current point, or it will be going more down, like somewhere around over here, and then it will reject that area. We don't know that. So to know those things, we need to switch to the lower time frames. Okay, so we are gonna do this step by step. And the people who are coming on the live streams, and those who know me from the past, I just want to say that, guys, don't worry about that. Now we will be streaming daily, and I'm gonna just trade live for you, and we will be taking trades live. And basically, now I'm doing three things together. The one is live trading, second is fully automatic trading, and the third is it's I call it hybrid trading. Hybrid trading means I take the trades manually, and my robot manages those trades. So we will be talking about those things later. So first of all, let's just analyze the market. So now in the weekly, as we can see over here, is there is a high formed over here, right? So this high was above all these previous highs, right? And let me just take this over here. And so the weekly is basically, I think it's a bullish market right now, maybe temporarily, or but it will be going up definitely. So why I'm saying this is the reason is it just created a low over here, right? And after that, it didn't went down to test this wick, right? And instead of going down and to test this area of rejection over here, it started to go up again. It went down, created another support over here, right? After that, it broke above this area of resistance with this candle, and it went up, and it created a huge rejection wick over here. But the thing is, we cannot take a buy, we cannot take a sell over here. The reason is we don't know whether this candle will be closing below this area of support, or will be rejecting the lower prices and retracing back above, and will close above this area of support. We don't know about that. So we have to wait, but we can't obviously wait for the whole week, right? We need to take the trade today or maybe tomorrow. So we need, for that, we need to switch to the lower time frames now. Okay, so now we know that the market is not sure whether it will be closing below or it will be closing above. So that's why we are switching to the lower time frames now. So if we talk about daily, there was a high formed over here, then there was another high, we can say, sorry, lower high over here, we can say, right? And now the current daily candle is moving all the way down. Look at the volume in this current candle, right? So if we look on the left, then there was a earlier support which was formed over here on like 17th and 16th of February, and now the current daily candle has just crossed below these area of support levels, and the next area where it can really just reject is this area of support over here, which is coming from the left. And after this, it will be going down to test this low over here, right? So let's switch to the 4 hours. So now if we talk about 4 hour, then we can see that the market is clearly moving down. So the firstly the market left these prices behind, and then it went down. It just struggled over here a little bit, and after that it finally left these area of prices over here, and it went most down over here. And after that it went up, but it didn't went above these area of price levels. Let me just show you. Okay, so it went between these area of rejections. So when the market went inside this area again, if we look on the left, we saw that there were very much rejections happened earlier in this area in the past, right? So what market did was it just tested these prices, and there was finally a rejection over here, and the market just dropped sharply from that area, right? So let me just remove this from here. So now if we look on the most recent market, then there was this low formed over here. Now the current 4-hour candle just broke the lows, and it just went straight down. We have to look on the left, like what do we have on the left? Okay, so if we look on the left, we see that there is another zone coming from the left. There was a strong support zone, and from that support area, look at the market. It just bounced to it bounced up, and then it just created some sort of bullish movement in the market and start to move up, right? So we have to wait, and as we can see over here, there is just 5 minutes left in the current 4-hour candle to close. So what I would suggest is that we wait for the current 4-hour candle to close. Also, there is another thing. Now we cannot take a sell over here. The reason is the market already so the market already made its move. How to get an arrow? Okay, arrow, perfect. Oh, I think I just by mistake let me just readjust the settings. Okay, I think now it's good. So the market has already made it move from this level over here, and the best trade idea was to take the trade from the upper prices. If we want to take a sell, or we are looking to take sells, then the best point was, let me just show you, when the market was consolidating over here, and this candle closed bearish, and the moment the next candle, like, look at this, it created a high over here, it created a lower high over here, this candle closed bearish, and when this candle broke the low of the previous candle, that was the point where we could have took sells, right? Because if you look on the left, we might not see very much clean ranges, but what we know is that the market was creating lower highs and lower lows, right? Which is a very much confirmation of sells, right? So now what happened is, what we need to see is, I need to see a retracement back above, create some sort of resistance over here, and then from that resistance it should move down like this. Because now if I take a sell, I don't know that whether the market will be going up again, or to create some sort of resistance, or to move down. Because now the probability, so basically this whole thing is a probability game. We need to be very sure, like, the probability should be above 50%, right, to make a good trading decision. So I'm gonna just wait. Let me just remove all these things first, and let's just move to the 1 hour time frame after this. Okay, so let's just go to the 1 hour. Okay, so there was a support formed over here, market went down, created a resistance, like I talked about the resistance formation in the 4 hour just now. So this is the exact thing I'm looking for in the 4 hour, right? So but if we talk about the 1 hour, there was a resistance form over here, and this candle just closed bearish one, and the next candle just broke the low and went down. And let's just have a look on the pips over here. It just went down 39 pips, so the pip value have already increased in GBP JPY. So if we look on the left, then we can see clearly that there is a strong support over here. Okay, so we have a strong support over here, which was formed on like 14th of Feb, and now the market is just tapping that support area. Now we have to wait for more clear confirmations whether the market will be going down or whether the market will be moving up. We don't know about that yet, so let's just wait and watch. Like 1 minute left for the current 1 hour candle to close, and look over here. So the 1 hour candle is closing maybe with a rejection or maybe below this area, but we need to see a resistance formed, some sort of more confirming confirmation about the sell idea, because we just cannot take a sell just like that, right? So we need to be on above the 50% side of the probability, so we have to just wait and watch. Now I'm just gonna go to the 30-minute time frame. So 30-minute time frame, okay. So there was a support formed, resistance formed, market just went down from this area of resistance and it went up by forming a support like this. So I might want to see the market to move up in this area and then should move down from that area, right? So I'm just gonna wait and watch. So the 30-minute candle has just closed with a huge rejection wick, right? So this is a, some sort of confirmation that the market might move up to form another resistance before moving down again. So let's just wait and watch. Okay, now let's just talk about gold as well. Let me just remove these drawings and hey Antonio, how are you? Yeah, I'm just about to do the gold analysis. Okay, so if we talk about gold, let's move to the monthly first. I'm gonna just analyze the market. Okay, so if we talk about the monthly time frame over here, then gold has created a strong resistance, right? And it created a strong support over here, and the market went down, created some sort of fake out over here. This candle went above, went inside again, and the market now again moving up. So the thing is, the previous monthly candle, it just closed bearish, right? But the thing is that the current month candle has already created a low over here, and now it's moving up, and it has already crossed above this 50% of the previous candle, so it might move all the way up and it might just test this area again. So I think it might be a buy. And if we look at the weekly time frame, then let's just look at the weekly time frame. So the market went up, created a low, higher high, higher low, another high, another higher low, right? So there is a very strong chance that the market might just test this high again to continue moving up, right? So I think we might see a bullish momentum in gold, but if not, to see the gold moving down, I need to see the gold to break below this area 1806.95. But obviously this is the weekly time frame, and we cannot just take the trading decisions based on the weekly time frame, because the amount of pips will be really high and we cannot really trade in those kind of pips. So I'm just gonna go to the daily time frame now, and let me just remove all the drawings over here. Okay, so as we see earlier, the gold was moving up, right? And it started to move down. It broke below this area of support. See, to analyze the market with high precision, or to see the above 50% probability in the market, You have to create a story and you have to tell that story to yourself. And you should not just fight with your own sentiments. Like, if you are if anybody is thinking about selling gold, then he must not see the market from the sell perspective only. Okay, he should connect each and every dot, and after connecting those dots, you should come to a conclusion that, okay, so these are the most logical things I have found in the graph, and now on basis of those things, I'm gonna manage my risk if I'm already on a opposite side of the market, or I might be adding more positions to the market if I'm already on a profit side of the market, right? So you have to just tell yourself each and every practical logic, and based on those things you should just take your decisions, right? Because many people just get sentimental because they have took those trades. Because of that, they just got very sentimental and they just take the wrong decisions on the wrong time, instead of managing their risk. So there was a strong support over here from which the market went up, and look at the market, it just went all the way down, created lower high, and it just created a low over here. Okay, and after creating this low over here, it went up again, and it created a higher high which was higher than this high, and it created a higher low which was higher than the previous low, right? So that means the market is in a bullish momentum right now, for now. But the thing is, we know that there was a you know resistance formation earlier, and it went and broke above those resistance level. Now the gold is at a very strong level of resistance already, which was coming from the past, right? And now we can see clearly that the gold is rejecting this area, and now it can retrace back, maybe, or because the buying move has already been done. Look at this move. This is a huge move. This is a huge move to the upside. Now we can expect some sort of retracement. Okay, the best point to take buys was from this area when this candle broke above this high. Okay, so this was the best point to take the buy, because we could see the gold, then we could just expect the gold to move up in this area to test the previous high it made. But now it has just went up too far, and I expect some sort of retracement, creation of a support, and then continuation in the buying market. So but to confirm this, we have to switch to the lower time frames, obviously. So in GBP look at this, it's just retracing back up, I think. Let's just look on the left. I don't know whether we have some sort of range, clean range or not. Okay, so below this area we have this clean candles, and I think the market can move down and test this area over here. So let's calculate the amount of pips we have. We have around 44 pips of range, so nice, pretty good range over here for GBP JPY. I just need to see a confirmation over here, and then I'll just take a sell. So now let's talk about gold over here again, and there is a high over here, there's another high over here. Yeah, okay, so if we zoom in a little bit, then we see that the previous candle just closed above this area of resistance coming from the left, and now I want to see gold to create a support and then move up. Before that, I don't think that I'm gonna take any trade in gold, because to trade gold you need to be very very sure, because when the gold moves, it just don't tell you that how many pips it's gonna move up or down. It just start to move. And let's just look at the 1 hour time frame. So if we talk about the 1 hour time frame, then we see a fake out over here, creation of a support, then we see the market creating support above this level over here, and then it just started to move up, right? So what was the trade? If we want to take a trade, then the trade was over here when this candle closed bearish, and the next candle went down and broke above the level of the previous candle, this could be a possibly buy trade. If not, then if people wanted to be more sure, then they must have been waited for this candle to close bullish, and in this candle over here, when this candle broke above the high of the previous candle, there could be an impulse trade, and after that it just went like 100 pips up. But right now the move has already been done, and we have to wait for the confirmation on which we can take the trade. So right now there is like 51 minutes for the current 1 hour candle to close, and to really looking if we want really looking for the trade, then I'm gonna just switch to the low time frame, 30 minutes time frame, right? So right now I'm just gonna wait for the 30-minute candle to close. If this 30-minute candle closes bearish and the next 30-minute candle creates a low first and then break above the high over here, I might just want to take the buy trade at that point. But right now I don't think that I'm gonna take any kind of a trade in here, because I need to see a support form first, because taking a buy when this candle will be breaking above the high of the previous one, that can be a nice trade if the volume will be there. But the problem is the move has already been done, and if a move has already been done, then we just have to wait. We don't have any other option. So before we take any kind of a trade, let's just be more sure. What I'm gonna do is just gonna make some trend lines. Okay, so by making this trend line over here, I can see clearly that the market is rejecting and respecting this trend line over here, and if the current candle just closes below the trend line, then I might just wait for more confirmations. But if it just closes above this trend line and the next candle just rejects the trend line and goes up, then that will be a really nice thing to do, to take a buy trade. So I'm gonna just now wait and watch. So let's just go to GBP JPY again. Okay, so right now we just have to wait. So I will be looking for buys in gold, because, and also one more thing, let's just have a look, like what's the area where the gold will be moving to, right? And we see this clean range, this clean candles, so I think gold can move up to this area over here, and after that these areas over here. But there is a very strong level of zone in this area, so I want to see a break above. Gold will need some sort of volume to push the price up. Okay, let's just check. So NY will be opening in 18 minutes. So I'm gonna just wait and watch the market. You mind sharing your trading journey while we wait? Yeah, sure. I basically started like everybody starts, and start the trading. Like I was introduced to this field. I'm a mechanical engineer by profession. Actually, I was, and after that, I was looking for a job in any kind of a factory like automobile industry or something like that. But there were not much jobs available in the market, so I had to do something, right? So then I got this person. There was a friend of my dad, and my dad just introduced me to that person, and he was a broker. Okay, so he was a broker, and basically I'm from India, and he was a broker, but I didn't have any kind of knowledge like what this field is all about, and I basically didn't know anything. So I just met this person, and after that I just opened an account, and the basic idea was, I was just I wait for a signal. He just used to send us the signal, and we just take the trades on based of those signals. But the lack of knowledge was so much that we didn't realize that he's a fraud, right? And after like 2 to 3 years of trading on his firm, he just went away with all the money from all the clients, and the amount of money was so much that let me just tell you what was the amount he took away. Let me just tell you, dollar to INR. Okay, so he just took away like 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He just took away this amount from. He just scammed everybody with this kind of amount. Like in India, we can call it like 100 crores of a scam. And after that, I was broke and waited for several years to come back in this field. So you know then I just started working again on. I just gained so much of knowledge. I didn't just open another account because of my past experience. But before that, I took knowledge from here and there, and after gathering all that knowledge, I finally started trading again. And after that, I was introduced to this algo trading field as well. So firstly, I was really against to this algo trading, and after that, I realized that this might be the next step towards forex, or towards helping others, because I really wanted to help people, in their to reach their financial freedom. Like, I'm not a very big guy, and but I wanted to take initiative towards something that can really help others, right? So I started this live stream. After that, many people engaged with me, and this is how my journey just began. And now I'm into many fields. Like, I am into algo trading, I am into this live trading, and I also trade hybridly, like algo and manually together. So that's all about me, guys. Yeah, I mean, there was a so many up and downs, but that's life of a trader, I think. If you can't, if you cannot see things clearly, you just have to wait. You just have to gain knowledge. I just learned from that incident happened to me. And the reason and the thing is, basically, there are so many, you know so many scammers out there. They just scam people, and I don't know how people live with that. Yeah, so okay, so gp gpy is moving up, straight up. 12 minutes left for the current 30-minute candle to close, and let's just wait and see where this candle will be closing. And if you talk about gold, gold is rejecting that trend line, and it's moving up, but I think it might just reject the higher prices. Funny, cause I learn about forex through a scam too. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Many people out there just learn after they got scammed. Yeah, exactly. That was the fee we paid to reach here where I am right now. So no problem. But the thing is, the limit of getting higher for a scammer is really low. The thing is, you can scam people one time, two time, three time, maybe four time, right? But after the awareness about your scams and everything, you will be finished. You cannot do scam for your whole life, right? But if you have education, or if you have some tools with you, uh, which you can use to work, like uh, you know work with to reach somewhere, by a honest path, then obviously you can reach anywhere, and that will be for a long lifetime thing. So that's the idea behind all these things. That's why I do live streams, that's why I show my results and everything. Okay, I don't know, let's just check this video over here, because guys, tell me one thing, is my screen showing small or is it showing okay? Because I have started this live stream after so long, so I have to, I haven't adjusted the settings, I think, properly. Let me just tell, let me just know, guys, whether you see small screen or big screen over here. Okay, let me check myself, I think. Okay, I'm live right now, and oh, okay. So the screen size is not big, it's small. Alright. Let me just try to readjust the screen size for everyone. Okay, so oops, what just happened? Log preview. So you guys also share some experience of yourself, like how did you started, and how did you reach here, and what really went, how did you reach on my streams as well, how did you guys know about the streams as well? So if anybody wants to share their experience, they are most welcome. I have adjusted the screen size as well, guys. Let me just check once again. Or maybe from tomorrow, everything will be working great. I just had to see some settings. Okay, so look over here. As we discussed, gold is now rejecting this upper support, resistance, and now it's not moving up, it's not moving down, it's just stuck in between. 7 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close, and 7 minutes left for the NY to open. So when New York will be opening, what will be happening is, whenever a session opens, there are so many orders which are coming from the past, or there will be so many orders which will be coming at that point of time, right? So with those amount of orders, there is formation of volume, and when there is a formation of volume, the market just goes up or down in one single push, right? We see movement or volatility in the market at that point of time. So if in case this candle closes like this, and next candle will be going down, rejecting this trend line, and will be breaking above the highs of these candle. At that point of time, I will be taking a buy trade without waiting for the market to, create some sort of support again. Why I'm gonna do that is, as I just told everyone, that there will be volume coming in at time of session open, session closing, NYSE open. So whenever something happens with the session open or close, there will be volume coming up. Okay. And but the thing is, on Fridays, the Fridays are very very risky. The reason is there will be session opening or closing on Fridays as well. So what makes the Friday very very risky? The reason Fridays are very risky to trade is, on Fridays basically that's the last day of the week, right? And if a currency haven't moved, in the whole week, then on Fridays it will be making its final movement, and that will be so volatile that it might just go up and down very very fast, and you might just lose your money by hitting your stops many many times, right? So that's why, if anybody trades on Friday, then I will suggest him or her to trade with a small lot. If suppose if somebody is using one lot on their regular days, then you should be using 0.50 lot or 0.30 lot on your Friday trading, because that will save your money. If in case you win on Fridays, then that will be a plus point for you, but if you lose, which most of the people lose on Fridays, you won't be losing much, right? You will be losing less, and in that case you won't regret trading on Fridays. So we have to wait for 4 more minutes over here, and let's see what happens. So I'm gonna just utilize this 4 minutes by adjusting the settings of the streams. Okay, I can't rescale while I'm streaming. Okay, no problem. Full screen projector, window, transition, transform, edit, copy, order. Okay, I think now it will be showing full screen. Let me just check. Okay, Antonio is saying down 1%. I'm on a funded account trying to pass. Okay, Antonio, all the best with that. I hope you will pass the challenge. Yeah, now it's perfectly fine. Nice to view in the full screen, I think. Let me just verify. Yeah, it's fine now. Okay, so 1 minute left for the current candle to close. Gold is stuck over here only. Let's just also check for the news as well. Economic calendar. So there is no news today, like nothing. Everything is low. No news at all. Okay, so the market, look over here. Now this was the high previously created, right? So now the market just went up. If the market starts to retrace back down, then I might see something to this level, and then I will look for the buying over here. But let's see what happens. 15 seconds for the candle to close, and look over here as well. This candle is about to close with a rejection. So what I'm gonna wait is I'm gonna wait for the next candle to go up, creating a higher wick, and then break the low of the previous one, to continue moving down. Yeah, because then we will be talking about the market to reach this area where it came earlier. Okay, so let's just have a look over here. And yeah, so that will be something. If we talk about the 1 hour, then the 1 hour has already created a high. Okay, so if it starts to go down, break its own low, I think that will be a very strong point where we can really sell, because I think that at that point it will be moving down, fill this wick, and might move more down. So we need 10 pips, and we have to look for like 27, 26, at least 25 pips. So I'm just gonna move to the 30 minutes. But before that, I really want to see a higher wick to be formed and then move down, because I don't know whether the market will be going down in this area or not, because it has already created this support, right? So I need to see some sort of confirmation before I take a trade. Because if it just breaks the low, then it will be continue moving down to fill this wick. And obviously by looking at the movements in the market, it just went up and sharply moved down. So this can also happen here. And also this is New York open, right? So we talked about the volume. Let's just have a look at the 15 minutes. Okay, so in the 15 minutes, the problem is this candle closed above this area of resistance. If I want to show you visually, then look at this. It went down, created a low, it closed above in this area, and the previous candle, it just closed below this area again. And now this candle is breaking below the low of the previous candle, and it might move down, but I'm not sure about that. So I will be waiting for 30-minute confirmation only, because 15 minutes is just confusing right now. When we get confused, so from the word confusion, I want to tell you something. If we gets confused when we look at the graph or when we think of a trade, the moment you get confused, you just stop your trading at that point only. Because when we sit on the graph, and when we when I started this New York session today, when I started this live streaming, I did not started this streaming or session, or I did not come to work just to take the trade, right? It's not necessary to take a trade every day. You can take a trade like after a day, or on Tuesday or Thursday, maybe in a week, anything like that. But it's not really necessary to take a trade every day, because if you will be coming with this mindset, like you have to take a trade with this mindset, if you will come on work, then obviously you will be end up losing your money. The reason is, whenever you see anything on the chart, and whenever you see the market to move down or going somewhere, right, whenever you see something like that, at that point of time, you won't realize that you are making a huge mistake, because you are now force trading. And when you will be force trading, then obviously you will be losing your money many times, then you will be earning profits, right? So just say no to force trading, guys, and just wait for a proper confirmation. Let the market move, and let the market creates an easy trade for you, an easy setup for you. It's not necessary to take a trade in a very very difficult kind of a setup. It's instead of that, just leave the trading and enjoy your day. Because this was the bad habit we traders have, and I also had this kind of a habit. So now look over here. Gold is about to break the high. I might take an impulse trade. Where is the... okay. So once the current 30-minute candle break the high of these over here, I will be taking a buy trade. The reason is, okay, the reason is there will be New York open volume coming in, and the market might just move all the way up. Okay, so this is around 81 pips of range. But the thing is, if I look at the stop loss, then it's 563. That means 56.3 pips, right? So how I'm gonna manage my stop loss? What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take the trade over here. Like if I take a trade with normally one lot, then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this trade with 0.50 lot. I'm gonna just reduce my lot size to half, and then I'm gonna take the trade. Okay, so by doing this, I already managed my risk, right? So if I was losing in like 56 pips, now if you think about, by doing the lot size half, I will be losing like half of it. 56 half is 23, so now I will be losing just 23 pips. And by managing the risk further, I will be losing less in case I lose. Okay, so this is how you should be managing your risk now, because you don't want the market to take a lot of money from you if you lose. You just have to think that anything happens, I'm not gonna give my money to the market, because market has took already many a great amount of money from all of us in our past, and now we just have to save and make more money. Okay, so look here, JPY broke the low, but I might want to wait for gold to break the high. Look at this, JPY broke the low. Now it might just go all the way down. We will have a look at that. Okay, so I'm not in this trade, guys. I haven't took JPY trade because of this support over here, and I will be looking for gold buys. But if I will be in this trade, then let's talk about then. Okay, so we took the trade over here. Supposingly it went like 3 pips down, and now it's moving up, right? So it moved up like 7 pips now. So at this point of time, I will be reducing my lot size to half, because I don't know whether it will be moving all the way up again or will be moving all the way down, right? So I will be managing my risk at this point, and I just kept my stop loss above this current candle high, and I'll just wait for this candle to close now. Okay, so gold is about to break the highs over here. I'm ready. Okay, I just took a buy trade. Over here, setting my stops at 1897.39. 1897.39. Modify. Perfect. Oh, it already moved 10 pips right now. Look over here. It already moved up 10 pips. Now what I'm gonna do is, now I'm not expecting gold to move down again, right? So right now I'm okay, 16 pips, and I just close the trade. So close the trade in profit, guys. If anybody wants, then they can just move their stops at break even. Look at this, beautiful trade executed live. Oh, look at this, guys. How many pips it went up? Let's just check. Right now it's running in like 31 pips. 35 pips right now. See, simple trade executed, and that too live. And look at this GBP/JPY. Those who took GBP/JPY, guys, just close it off, guys. That's why I didn't took this GBP/JPY trade, because I was getting more confidence when I just looked at the gold setup. Earlier we were talking about GBP/JPY sells, but after when I saw the gold over here, I really felt so much confidence in the gold setup, right? Even though the stop loss was really big, that was a 56 pip of stop loss, and I was really sure, but still I managed my risk already by lowering down my lot size to half, right? So even though you are 100% confident about a setup, you have to look to your account and you have to manage your risk really well, right? So this was a lesson for everyone, that what I told you is, whenever a session opens, there will be volume coming in, right? This was a session open time, volume came in. Okay, volume came in, and after that we waited for the market to give us a proper setup. The proper setup over here was, went down, created a low already, broke above the highs, we have clean range to the left, right? We have clean range to the left, and when it broke the above the highs, entered the trade. I didn't wait it for much amount of pips. I just closed my trade in like 15 pips. Okay, because that was all I wanted. So this is how you have to take trades, right? You have to be very disciplined. And the one thing I didn't do was, I didn't left a small piece of position over here behind, right? Which could be a runner, and which could be a really great runner right now, because the market is already running in like 64 pips of profit right now. But I'm not regretting my decisions, because what if the market just starts to move up and it just goes down and hit my break even? That could also happen, right? So if anybody caught this trade, then congratulations to them, and I think you have learned something today from me. So that was all. That was one trade. Today is Monday, and I took one trade. I made profits, and I'm happy. And yeah, that's it. So now I'm gonna just sit and relax, and I'm gonna just enjoy my day. So I hope this live stream helps you and you just learned something new today. And I'm gonna just end the live stream, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow, same time, pre NY, NY, and NYSE. I'm gonna do that. So let's meet again, guys, tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Have a great day and have safe trading. Do not overtrade, guys. Do not force trade. I really request everyone, do not force trade, guys. If you have lost one trade today, just sit back and relax. You will get another opportunity tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then maybe day after tomorrow, but you will get that, right? And just let the market create a easy setup for you. Do not fall in the trap of the market. Instead, make a trap and let the market fall for you. So take care, everybody. See you.